Hey friends, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing so well, and I am very excited to be here with you guys today for one of my very favorite videos to film, and it is my monthly What's Sold video. So in my monthly What's Sold video, I'm gonna go over, hiya, Oibo. Well, first, Otis is gonna be adorable and he's gonna join us or lay at my feet, whatever he chooses to do. He's my fluffy golden doodle, love him to death. But in today's video, I'm gonna go over everything that I sold last month in May. So I'm gonna break down the numbers for you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys exactly how much we sold, how much we profited, how much I paid for the items that I did sell. I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, a little bit on Mercari, and a little bit on eBay, mostly Poshmark. That is where the majority of our profits will come from. And so I like to break things down with you guys as a part-time reseller, what my numbers actually look like, how much I actually spend, and a really raw, honest look at what it looks like to be a reseller and the numbers that you can actually get from reselling. I'm gonna tell you how many pieces we sold, where I sourced those pieces, and also just kind of walk you through some of the most interesting pieces I sold for the most money or just an interesting story behind it. So I'm very excited. I love filming these videos. I'm going to be referencing my phone quite a bit, and it is going to be a fun time. All of my notes for today's video are on my phone, so if I'm looking down, that's why. But I'm super excited to jump in. Let's jump into one of my best months reselling on Poshmark yet. So this month was a good month for Jeremy and I. I honestly felt like this month was terrible. If you guys haven't been following along with my reselling journey, I am a part-time reseller and I've been having steadily increasing numbers, but this last month was a very crazy and hectic month for me and my husband Jeremy. Our father-in-law came down with COVID. He was in the ICU for about a week or two, and then we traveled across the country from Maryland back home to Indiana so that we could help take care of him. So with all of those changes and people coming to visit us beforehand and now spending tons of time with family, like this has been very hard on our business because we're used to having a lot of alone time, a lot of time where he and I are working on the business together, where I'm sharing my closet all day or I'm shipping things out and it's easy and it's just the two of us and our dog. But now it's juggling both our families and juggling taking care of the dad and also seeing our friends from home. So it's been a lot and our business definitely suffered for it. I think this could have been a much better month if we were not here in Indiana, but that's just how life goes. And that is the very nice thing about being a reseller, is that I have that flexibility. I'm not tethered to a desk. So that is really nice, although we did have to move our inventory all the way across the country. So that was a little bit scary and hectic. And some of my items are still in Maryland, so we had to have a sweet friend go and ship something for us. So it has been a hot mess. We still were able to sell over $2,000 worth of merchandise this month. So praise the Lord for that. That is still really good. I know Jeremy and I were both feeling a little down about this month, so it's good to know that our numbers are still not bad. That's still a great number for us. Last month, I think we sold only about like $50 more, and that was a really good month. We felt good about that month. So it's good to know that even when your months feel awful, you can still turn out okay. This month in total sales, we got $2,059.73. So that is all of our sales combined. Jeremy and I both have a Poshmark closet. He does a lot of cross-listing of things on my Poshmark closet and his Poshmark closet, and then he does a lot of cross-posting for both of us, and he's really a great help to me, and I do a lot of the initial listing. So we have two Poshmark closets, then we have Mercari and eBay, and that's the sales for everything. So here's the breakdown for that $2,000 number by where we sold the merchandise. So 1,687 is from Poshmark. So that is our big seller. That's where we sell most of our things, is on Poshmark. We sold $232.73 on eBay. I sold $80 worth of clothing to Plato's Closet this month, and then we also sold $60 worth of things on Mercari. So Mercari's numbers are definitely going down. It's just because we did not have time to do a lot of cross-listing this month. We always start on Poshmark. So that is why those numbers are kind of down, but our Poshmark number was still holding steady at like $1,600. That's pretty good for us. So from that $2,059.73 of total sales, our profit was $1,528.33. About $500 that is missing there is straight to eBay or to Poshmark. It's the things that are taken out or the shipping discounts that we are giving. That is what that difference is. So the profit from those sales is $1,500, which in our best month I think was $1,600. So it's not too far off. So I will definitely take that and be happy with that, especially as a part-time worker. This is great. Like, I'm not putting in that many hours per week, and so it's great to get that kind of return, that kind of profit on those pieces. So I'm very pleased with those numbers. Now, for number of items sold, we sold 73 items this month. Last month, I think we sold like 71. So it's steadily increasing. And even with the really hectic, crazy, bad month on our end of the selling process, we still were able to sell about the same amount of items. So that's good. 3 of those items that we sold were on Mercari, 3 items were on eBay, and 67 were on Poshmark. So majority, again, everything is mostly getting sold on Poshmark. But when we do sell things on other platforms, they do tend to do well for us. So that's good. So especially the eBay items this time, we sold, what, $232 with 3 items. So I'll get to those in a second. That's a little bit different. That's not clothes. Those are 3 different sporting card things that we sold this month. So a little different, but we'll talk about that in a sec. That is not included in the number of items we sold. From the 73 items that we sold, 58 of the items came from the Goodwill outlet. Praise the Lord. The Goodwill outlet is my favorite place to source inventory. I would love to do a whole video talking about the pros and cons of different sourcing. So maybe even a video where I talk about the bins versus something like a Plato's Closet or the Buffalo Exchange or a Goodwill. Like, I think that'd be interesting to talk about the different places you can source and what are the pros and cons of that. So if you're interested in that, please let me know down below. But 58 of those items that I sold came from the bins, and at the Goodwill outlet, aka the bins, you pay per pound for the clothing that you buy instead of per item. So it's a very economical way to source inventory. It's usually about $1 per piece. And it's really, really cool stuff that you can find there. The 15 remaining items then came from either my own personal closet or some random thrift store or Plato's Closet or something like that. The very cheapest place we get our inventory is from the bins. So it's great that the majority of things were coming from there, although some of these things are brand new that we bought from Target as well that sold on eBay. So we'll get there again in a second. But our cost of goods for these 73 items was $113 for all the clothing, and then $70 for the 3 items we sold on eBay. The most expensive things out of that cost of goods was a pair of rainbow Crocs that I sourced at a Buffalo Exchange, which sold within 1 day, but they cost me $30 to buy, which is really high for me. Of that $183 that we spent on our goods that we sold, we also spent $70 on football cards, and those are things that we resold as well this month. So we spent $40, $20, and $10 for 3 different football card items. And we made a good return on that investment. It definitely did increase our cost of goods this month. So when we take our total profit and we subtract that cost of goods, we technically made, at the end of the day, $1,345.33. So I'm still happy with that. That was, for that kind of a month, I am very pleased to make over $1,000. I'll make that. I will take that. I will take that to the bank. I'm happy. It could be better, but it could have been worse, and we thought it was a lot worse. So that is not too shabby. So that is the breakdown of all my numbers. That is everything that I made, what I paid for things, all of that jazz. So now we're gonna jump into all the interesting sales, my highest price sales, the things I sold for the most, some things that I sold for a good amount but had an interesting story. So let's jump into that. So I'm gonna start off with the eBay sales because these are very different from what I normally would do, but this was more of Jeremy's baby. I love to find clothing, to thrift clothing, and then resell it. That is what I enjoy. I love thrifting. Now, Jeremy knows a lot about football. He knows a lot about sports, and so we picked up these sporting cards that people are having a hard time finding right now. So apparently these cards are in high demand, and cards are really popular right now. So at like Walmart and Target, at least when they were first releasing these things, you could only buy 1 per customer. And so that was an issue. So you only could buy 1 per customer. So people were having a hard time finding these things. So Jeremy and I were able to procure 3 pieces by going in at different days. We went in together so each of us could buy something. So we bought this pack of cards for $40, which is a lot, but we sold it on eBay. Also, I hate selling on eBay. That was so hard. I can't even talk about it. It was so annoying. We sold it 3 times and people backed out all the time. It was very annoying. But we finally sold it and it's gone, praise God. But we sold it for $102.50 plus $10 shipping. So that was a great sale. I mean, we spent $40, but we made almost $70, so that was good. The second box we bought for $20 and we sold it for $67 and $5 shipping. And then this last piece we bought for $10 and sold it for $27 and $5 shipping. So, I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, we spent a lot more money up front, but they were really good margins still, especially the one that was heftier, that big box of football cards that we spent $40 on. We made almost $70, which is great. But jumping into our clothing that we sold for high amounts, the first piece that sold for the most amount was this Mammoth Goose Down puffer coat. So I found this in the bins. It's something I didn't know what it was, but I took a chance on it. And I saw that it was actually worth a lot of money. I think we had this listed at maybe $100 or so. And then somebody bundled it with something else on Jeremy's account. And the final price of that, when it was bundled, it's always weird when you bundle something, but it came out to about $65.57. I'm pretty sure we gave them like an $80 discount or something. We just were throwing in some shirt or something for free. But $65 is still great. And from that $65 after Poshmark taxes and fees and all that jazz, we made $51.23. So that's about a $50 profit since I paid maybe $1, maybe less for that in the bins. So very pleased with that sale. And then this next thing that I sold was this pair of rainbow Crocs, which is also the thing I spent the most money on this month. I spent like $30 on this piece of clothing, sold it for $65, but I sold it within a day. So after Poshmark taxes, fees, all those good things, I actually made $50.50. So for buying it for $30, making only $20, but I made $20 in a day. I feel like it was worth it. I don't know if I would do it again. I probably would if it sold that quickly. It's not very much effort or work that I put into it. And the person that bought them for me absolutely loved them. They left me such a kind comment, so I'm happy with that. And then this next thing that sold was another thing I got in the bins, and this was a pair of ankle strap Birkenstock sandals. They were so cute. They had this like purple undertone to them. They were this Birko floor with white on the outside. They were so cute. They're in great condition. And I just got them. I think I had them up for maybe a day or two before Jeremy got an offer on those. So I don't remember what we had them up for, but somebody bought them for $60. And after some discounts, shipping, and like Poshmark stuff, we made $46.50, and most of that was profit. I bought them in the bins. They probably cost me $1 or less, so about $45 of profit. So I'm very happy with those. They were so cute too. And then this next thing was actually bought by one of you guys, by a subscriber that fell in love with it when I was showing it here on my screen. And it is this really cute Le Sport Sac bag that had these cute little bunnies all over it, like little blue bunnies. I thought it was adorable. I picked it up in the bins and I paid maybe $1 for it, and somebody snatched it up right away for $50 on my Poshmark. And after fees and everything, I made $38.50. So I was really happy that I found something that was so cute and that somebody bought so quickly and liked in my videos. So I love doing that. If you guys ever see something you like while I'm giving a haul in a video, all you have to do is comment, mention it to me, and I will tag you guys in a comment when it goes live, so that way you guys can be the first ones to get the goodies. Now, this next thing is very interesting because as a single individual item, this probably wouldn't have gotten that much attention or sold very quickly, but I found in the bins, I didn't even show this to you guys because I didn't know if you guys would like this or not. My husband's really into anime, so because of that, I have watched a lot of anime, and I found these 5 different anime t-shirts in a bin, all in the same size. I think I actually found 6 or 7, but he bundled 5 of them together, and he sold the bundle of 5 anime t-shirts for $50. So after fees and taxes, we made $38.50. But that was a really good sale for us. Like, finding one thing to sell from the bins for $50 is a great sale. And all of these t-shirts together maybe cost me $1 or $2, probably $2. And that was still a great sale. So that's a good helpful hint for you guys as well. If you guys find something really cheap in the bins, bundle it together and you'll probably get more for it than if you would have put a single item and try to sell 5 different t-shirts just singularly. So that worked out well, and I thought it was pretty cool that we sold some anime t-shirts. That was great. Now, the next thing that we sold was this Ralph Lauren jacket, again to another subscriber, and we sold this for $50, $40 after all the fees and everything. And she's actually one of my very good customers. She buys quite often from me, so thank you so much, Laura Heaney. But I really appreciated it, and that was a beautiful jacket with some leather detailing on it. So I was surprised that it didn't sell before this, but for $50, I thought that was great. I think I had it listed at $75 or something, and to see it go to a good home is wonderful. Now, this next piece is a little bit of a sad story because I sold this And Other Stories sweater. I found it in the bins when I was there with my sister Jen and Chandler, her best friend. And yeah, so I found it. Jennifer loved it. She fell in love with it. She wanted it, but this is the struggle of reselling, guys, because I have family members telling me all the time that they want things that I find. And the struggle for me is, maybe you guys feel this too. If you guys feel this too, please let me know. But the struggle for me is when I'm giving somebody something that I found for cheap, I'm not just losing the $1 I paid for. I'm losing the $45 to $50 worth of profit that I could get for that item. So when you know the worth of something and you know how much time and effort it goes to finding the pieces, like, sometimes it gets hard for me not to be stingy or greedy. And this is a case where I was greedy. I kept it and I sold it, and I sold it for $45 and made $35 on it. So, I mean, maybe I shouldn't have sold it and should have given it to my sister, but I do find tons of things for my siblings, for my parents, for my friends all the time, and I do give them things. But do you guys feel that? If you're a reseller, please let me know down below, because I feel like I'm always getting requests from people that have items, and sometimes it's hard for me to say yes to that. So, if you know what I mean. Now, this last piece I have to show to you guys is this vintage polka dot swim dress that I picked up in the bins. And guys, I have been sleeping on swimwear, but honestly, if you can get it for cheap, especially vintage pieces, they've been selling well for me. I've sold, I think, two or three pieces of swimwear recently for like 30 bucks and above. As long as it's vintage, it's doing really well for me. So I sold this for $30. I made $22.50 of profit. So I mean, I was happy with that. I picked this up in the bins for less than $1. Made 20 bucks and made it pretty quickly too. They sold really quickly. So I've been kind of on the lookout, and I would think this is a bolo for you as well. If you are out thrifting and you happen upon some really cute vintage swimwear, I would pick that up, because honestly, people are looking for swimwear right now. People are loving some unique pieces. So if you find something while you're out and about in the thrift store, I would say pick it up. I've been thriving on some vintage swimwear lately. But that is it for today's What Sold video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all these breakdowns, seeing these pieces that I sold, seeing all the things that I've been doing this past month. It has been a crazy month. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little bit stressed still. It's been a big month for our family. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and thank you so much for encouraging me along my reselling journey. I really enjoy what I'm doing, and that is a big step for me. I cannot believe how far I've come in just the 1 year that I've been doing this. I started reselling I think in like September 2020, August 2020. And it's not been a full year, and I've turned a hope and a dream of mine into an actual business where I'm actually making profits. And if that is not a testament to the fact that you guys can do this too, then I don't know what is. If you guys are feeling trapped in a job like I was, or feeling trapped in a 9-to-5 life that was not for you, like, I've been there, and I have gotten out, and I've been working and doing this part-time, and I've still been able to make some profits from it. So also, don't let my numbers intimidate you if you're below them. Don't let my numbers seem dismal to you if you're way above them. Everybody's on their own journey, and I don't want you to compare your story to mine, but if you can learn anything from me, that is why I'm making these videos, to try to help you guys out. Also, if you're not reselling, you just think this is fun, I get that. I am there too. So just welcome. Thank you for watching. But I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and until the next video, bye. Good luck on your guys' sales in June. Let's do this thing. Or just have fun buying stuff.